This is another video for those who are comfortable working in Excel and are wondering if Power BI is for them. Let me say one thing upfront. Excel is a great tool and rapidly becoming stronger. It is a tool of choice for many. However, it has a ceiling. And if you understand Excel really well, then understanding Power BI becomes easier. In this video, I'll show you how you set up a data set for analysis in Power BI. Let's begin. We have these files for each month containing some data. If we look at the data for January, we will see it is a standard sales data. However, for the column region, we see that the product name and region are together in this column. And if I open the file for June, I will see some empty rows in the data. Now the first thing that I need to do is merge this data into one table. If we have to do this in Excel, then I need to either manually copy paste all the data, or I need to use macros or maybe a modern function like vstack. No matter what option I take, it is tedious. But let's see how we do this using Power BI. So the first thing that I will do is import the data together in one go. No manual merging, just a few clicks to import the data. Let's see how. I will click on the Get Data and select the folder option. I can do this as all the files are in one folder. Select the folder and click OK. Click on Combine and Transform Data to open the Power Query editor. We can now see the data has been arranged in one single table. I will delete the first column which contains the file names. This operation of merging the entire data would have been very tedious in Excel. Now let's remove the empty rows. If I filter on any column, I see the blank rows. You can also see that there is some empty data with this red mark on the columns. I will click on Remove Rows and select Remove Blank Rows. If I now filter, the blank rows are missing. Now in Excel, we would have to locate these rows and delete them, which again is not difficult but can be a little tedious. Now let's separate the product name from the region. In Excel, we can do this using text to columns, and we will do something similar here. Select the column, go to Transform, split column by delimiter, and now we will just rename the columns. If we were doing this in Excel, then we would need to do this in a column which does not have any columns to the right. But here we have this convenience of splitting it wherever the column is. I will go to Home and click on Close and Apply to load the data in Power BI. Let's write a measure to find out the total units sold. New measure, total units sold, equal to sum of the column units. If I bring this to the canvas, I get a total of 1743. Now let me add a table visualization, and I will add the product name to it. And bring the same measure to the visualization. I get the total units sold for each product. Similarly, if I create a pie chart for region, I can reuse the same measure. This is something which is again remarkable about Power BI. You can use the same measure at multiple places. There is no such option in Excel. Now, if you observed carefully, while we were importing data, our folder only had data till November. I will take you to the table view for you to confirm. The last entry is only of November. If we now receive the data for December, what do you think the steps would be? Let me show you. I'm going to copy the December data into the same folder. Now let's head back to Power BI. Right click on the table name and click on Refresh Data. We can see the December data added here now. And you can see the values in the visuals have updated too. If your Excel data was a range, then you would probably need to update your formulas and visuals. However, that's not the case in Power BI. Of course, if you use tables or structured references in Excel, then the formulas would have worked as is, but you would have still needed to add data to the main table. So these are a few differences between Excel and Power BI. If you're on the fence, I'm sure you will have some more information to decide if you'd like to start exploring Power BI. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below and I will respond to them. That's it for this video. I hope you found this useful. If you'd like to learn more about Excel and Power BI, consider subscribing our channel, Analytics Success. Thanks for watching.